what is going to be the end of the Edomites. Once again, if anybody has any questions on anything, all right, go ahead and type it in, and Lord allow I can get to it tonight. All right. So first, let's go to Genesis, the 25th chapter, right fast. Go ahead, Doc. You got your hand up?
Yes, like the sound.
Oh, the sound is down.
Come.
She said, "While I'm thus." Go ahead, read on.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
So now that's why the children were struggling together in her womb, right? Because 2 nations was in her womb. 2 nations meaning what? 2 different races, okay? 2 different people, okay, was in her womb. She had twins in her womb. Read on.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
That's how it was supposed to be from the beginning, right? You hold that. Let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6, all right? Coming right back to Genesis. The Lord said, and they shall be separated from thy bowels, right? Meaning we were never supposed to join with this other nation, this other race, right? Like the Lord said throughout the whole entire Bible, that we should be a people that shall gather together. And when I say gather together, meaning we gather together as a family, as a bloodline, right? As a nation without anybody else. You have Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Go ahead, read that out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Above all people.
Above who?
Above all people.
Go ahead.
That are upon the face of the earth.
See that? Hey, this was mentioned in Deuteronomy, right? The Lord said in Romans 15:4, whatsoever was written aforetime were written for our learning. So we can learn it, so we can understand it, right? So now, as Rebecca, she has twins in her womb, right? Jacob and Esau. They struggling, they fighting together. Why? Because it's two different nations in her womb, and they ain't getting along, right? They ain't getting along at all. Just like how black people and white people don't get along today. God damn, that's why they killing us, right? That's why they killed Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Trayvon Martin. Why? Because we were never supposed to join with this evil nation and be a part of this evil society, right? So the Lord said they should be separated. We were supposed to be a separated nation of people, a special people unto the Most High God that will receive all his blessings. And if we go against him, we will also receive all his curses as well, right? Let's go and read on. Go back to Genesis, please. Let everybody know where you at, everybody.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 23.
Okay, we have Genesis 25 and 23. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb.
Come on.
And two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
See that was a prophecy. And of course, that prophecy came to pass. Or coming to pass right now as we speak. The whole Martin Luther King garbage was garbage. You understand me? We were never supposed to be drinking our water fountains, man, of the other nations. Like the Lord said, he called us to be holy, to be a separated nation of people. And as we see, when we don't listen to the Most High God, that's when we be punished, man. You understand me? That's when our black brothers and sisters die, man, like Breonna Taylor, man, and Aaron Gardner and Trayvon Martin. Why? Because we want to join a society that don't give a damn about us. Like the Lord said in Zephaniah 2:1, right? He said, gather together, O nation not desired. We all know who that nation that is not desired. That nation that don't have a God. That don't have no protection, right? That's on drugs. That's homeless, right? That's living off of welfare and food stamps and SSI and all the other, programs they have going on today. We are that nation not desire, okay? They struggling. They fighting in a womb. And the Lord said, y'all are going to be separated, a separated nation of people, like the Lord said in Ezra, right? 2nd Ezra, I believe. He said, never seek to have peace with them. As the Native American Indians, they found out the hard way. You understand me? They seek peace with the oppressor, and what happened? He slaughtered them, killed them, he murdered them, and then at the end of the day, he stole their nation, stole their land, took their society. Okay? Let's read on.
Oh God. The one people shall be stronger than the other people.
It's another prophecy, right? The one people shall be stronger than the other people, right? The black people are not black people the strongest people on this earth. Nobody can play basketball like us. Right. Football, baseball, hey, even soccer. You understand me? Why? Because we are physically and spiritually stronger than the other nations. Why? Because we have a God that loves us, man. You understand me? We have a God that gave us strength and special abilities, man. But yet, we still went against him. Still disobeyed the Lord, man. You understand me? Let's read on.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
Okay, now we're going to find out who was the elder and who was the younger. Read on.
Verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
She had twins in her womb, right? A black woman, Rebecca. Okay? It's like Mary. They say Mary was white. Mary was not white. Okay? Mary was a black woman like Esther, like Rebecca, like Sarah, okay? And all Deborah, all the great women that was mentioned in this Bible, okay? Let's read on.
Oh God. Verse 25. And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment. Okay, right? So when they say the first, meaning the first baby, right? If you have twins in your womb, they don't come out at the same time. One got to come out first, then the other one.
You understand me? So the first baby came out red all over like a hairy garment, right? Red meaning like pale, right? Meaning you can almost see the blood through Esau's skin. So he came out red and hairy all over, like the Geico commercial. I'll never forget about that commercial, man. Right. One of the funniest commercials I have ever saw in my life. You understand me? Hairy as hell, red, man, looking like Donald Trump, but Donald Trump just shaved. All right? Can you imagine Donald Trump with no, just hair everywhere, right? Not shaving, like hair, look just like the man that's on the commercial, right? So now the Lord said the first baby, the first child, the first boy, the elder. Remember, he said the elder shall serve the younger, right? So the first baby came out red, all over like a hairy garment. Let's read on.
And they called his name Esau.
And they called his name what?
Esau.
They called his name Esau, okay, which is the red man. That's Esau, means red. Edomites, right? Read on.
Verse 26. And after that came his brother out.
And then came out who? Jacob, right? Now, why didn't they describe Jacob? Because Jacob came out as a plain baby, plain boy. He ain't come out cursed, right? Esau came out cursed, precept. Right. Genesis, right? Also, who can make straight whom the Most High God has made crooked? Right. That's in the book of Proverbs, right? For the earth was given unto the hand of the wicked. Right. Esau was cursed. So when he came out the womb, he was cursed. And that's why he was able to see his blood. Meaning, when you see blood, when you think about blood, right, you think about someone that is a murderer. You understand me? Like, the Lord is showing everybody the signs. Even when you look at Donald Trump, when he get mad, right, ball up his face, look at him, he turned red. Why? Because he's angry, and he will murder you. Now, physically, he won't do it, but the United States Army will. Right. You understand me? That's just how they operate in America today. Goddamn. America was built off of bloodshed, man. Right. Killing, murdering people, man, brothers and sisters. That's why they have the #1 military structure today alive, better than any other nation. Okay? Let's read on.
Oh, God. And his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
Right, his hand took hold of Esau's heel, which also goes to show Jacob came out second. Okay? Right. And remember, it said the elder shall serve the younger. And we are serving Esau right now, but the elder is going to serve us in the future. Okay? Once again, that prophecy ain't happened yet, but it will happen. It is coming to pass. Okay? Like all the other prophecies in this Bible. They may not, had come to pass yet, but they will. And when they will come to pass, it'll be like, God damn, yeah. Those niggas that was outside on 15th and JFK and 12th and Market, they wasn't that crazy, you died. Right. God damn, they had some truth in what they were saying. Right. They said it. Now look at society. Right. You understand me? The elder shall serve the younger. Let's read on, please.
And his name was called Jacob.
And his name was called Jacob. In the Hebrew, that's Yaakov. Okay? We know Jacob's name was changed to Israel, which is Yasher Allah, right? The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay? Go ahead, finish reading that.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
Right? Isaac was an old man. 80, that's 60, right? All right, 80, right, 60 years old. He was an old man. Right. God damn, you be an old man for that baby. You don't gotta give up. God damn. Man, with yourself, man. Right. Remember, Rebecca and Isaac started laughing, man, when they had a baby. God damn, he's so goddamn old. That means when you are 80, right, your son or your daughter will be 20. God damn. Rough. Well, the Lord was with them, man. So, you understand me? 60 years old. He was an old man. Our great granddaddy, man, Isaac. Let's read on.
Right. Verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
Okay, now this is how you know Esau is the oppressor. Okay, what do they love to do? They love to hunt. right? Like the Lord said, they hunt our steps. And if you want to take it a little more farther than that, right? Man, they hunting animals, lions. You understand me? They hunting, damn near everything and everybody. It's in their nature, man. You understand me? It's in their nature to kill and to hunt and to steal. Go ahead, Yediah.
I was saying, what you bring out so heavy. So, like, if you look at like every magazine, like any hunting magazine, like you see Esau's face. I saw this video, like there was a pod of like orcas. Like it was like had to be like 20 orcas. And they were all cut up, sliced open, mutilated, and you just see like 5, 6 oppressors standing there smiling.
Yeah. Like we got him. Hey, that's what they do. It's in their nature. You understand? That's like, telling a lion to not kill and eat the lamb. The lion is going to kill and eat the lamb. Why? Because the lion is hungry, right? The oppressor is a hunter. That's what they do. They hunt 24/7 all day. Let's read on.
Oh God. A man of the field.
And he's a man of the field. Go ahead.
And Jacob was a plain man.
Jacob chilling. You understand me? He what you doing, bro? Chilling. Where you at? Chilling. Where you going to? Hey, I'm going to the beach. Chilling. Playing the video game. Chilling. Jacob was playing, meaning in other words, normal. Right? He chilling, relaxing, right? Just like how we do today as blacks, Hispanics, and so-called Native American Indians. We ain't trying to go hunting. You understand me? No, anywhere. Forest, man, we not trying to do all that. Esau is out there hunting those deers. Right. And I'd probably give it a shot. Goddamn, may try it one day, but I'm not trying to do that. Me, I want to go to the market and buy my deer. I'm not trying to go out there and kill some deer and bring it home and then cook it up. No. Jacob was a plain man. He was normal. He was calm, cool, and collective. Okay. You can drop that, right? Let's go to 2nd Ezra, right? 6 and 54, and of course, right? Also, Genesis, the 25th chapter, also proves that we are closer to Esau than the Africans. Okay, for those that say we are African American and Africa is the mother of us all, Africa is not the mother of us all. The Lord said Jerusalem, okay, Israel is the mother of us all. Jacob and Esau came out of Rebecca's womb, right? The real Africans, Ham, come from the hell Ham come from? It slipped my damn mind. No, Ham, Cush, right? Come from Cush, right? Go ahead, please.
Ham is the progenitor of the so-called Africans. So.
Right. So like it, that's Ham. Ham is the father. Okay, we're gonna get that in on the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary also. Okay, you have 2nd Ezra 6 and 54. Ibad.
Oh God. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of them come we all.
And the Lord said, of him come we all, right? We all come from Adam, just like how it's 18 nations on this earth, and they all come from black people. Okay, of whom come we all. Go ahead.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the people also whom the Most High has chosen, right? You read the Bible, you read Exodus 4:22, right? The Lord said, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. So we all come from Adam, okay? All nations, all people. But you can't forget about when the Lord said, also the people whom the Most High God has chosen, okay? Any more on that?
That's in verse 54.
Okay, drop that, right fast. Now, I'm going to go on the Zondervan right quick, okay? I'm going to read Ham. You have it? Go read it quick. Come on.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, page 213. Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
Now, Ham was the youngest son of Noah, right? Go ahead.
Come. Born probably about 96 years before the flood. And one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
So he was one of 8 people to live through that flood. And that flood, man, was a terrible flood. You understand me? Wiped out nations and tons of people, man. Read on.
He became the progenitor.
Meaning the father, right? When you read progenitor, meaning the father of the progenitor. Read on.
Of the dark races.
Of the who?
Dark races.
So he became the father of the dark races. Go ahead.
Not the Negroes.
Not the Negroes, right? Iba, you read Exodus 11 and 7. So Ham is the father of the dark races. We know it's many dark races, you know, on this earth, man. Tons of them, right? Ham is the father of the dark races, but not the Negroes, right? You hold that, you're down. Coming right back there. Read Exodus 11 and 7, please.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog use his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
You go right there. The Lord are the Egyptians and the Africans, right? He put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. And you, listen, even if you ask a real African, man, they know we ain't the same people. And how the hell can we be the same people if you know where you're from in Africa? I don't. Like, you either say, you know, you from South Africa, or you from, what, Libyan or Nigeria? Listen, it's over, I want to say 50 countries in Africa, man. It's over 50 countries in Africa. Then if we are African American, why I don't know where I'm from in Africa? We don't. But of course, if you ask a real African, he'll tell you, not a slave. Why? Because, of course, Ham was the father of the dark races, but not the Negroes, okay? Go back to on the Zonovan, on your diet, read it again from the top, and let everybody know where you at. You hold Genesis, the 38th chapter for me, okay? Salakia, 36 and 1. Well, you got it, Yediah.
This is the Zonovan Compact Bible Dictionary, page 213.
Come on.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah. Once again, we all come from black people. Everybody, like the Lord said, of Adam come we are also the people whom the Most High Yahweh has chosen. Read on.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood. And one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians.
But the who?
Egyptians.
But the who?
The Egyptians.
We just read in Exodus 11 and 7, right? The Lord put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel, okay? Ham is the father of the real Egyptians, the real Africans, right? Read on.
The Ethiopians.
The Ethiopians. Go ahead. They talking about Ethiopian Jew. There will never be an Ethiopian Jew.
Right.
Okay? Never in a million years. Why? Because the Ethiopians come from Ham. Right. They are a dark race. Remember, Ham is the father, the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes, okay? So he said the Ethiopians. Come on.
The Libyans.
The Libyans. Go ahead.
And the Canaanites.
And the Canaanites. Any more?
That was it.
All right. That's it right there. You understand me? Ham is the father of the real Africans. We closer to the oppressor than, you know, Africans. Got that. Yeah. Same mother and daddy. Same mother and daddy. Okay? You have Genesis 36 and 1. Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36 and verse 1. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom.
Who is who?
Edom.
So Esau is Edom, okay? Yediah, give me Edom and the Zonovan Compact Bible Dictionary. Okay? Read it again from the top bar.
Now, these are the generations of Esau.
Now, this is the bloodline of Esau. Okay, go ahead.
Who is Edom?
Who is Edom? Okay, you have the definition of Edom, Yediah. Go ahead.
Edom, Edomites, the nation and its people who were the descendants of Esau.
Read that again.
Edom, Edomites, the nation and its people who were the descendants of Esau.
Okay, so when you read about Edom in the Bible, right? Edom is the nation of people that descended from Esau. We know who Esau is, right? Genesis, the 25th chapter. He came out red and hairy. And also, he is a hunter. He hunts, and he kills, and he destroys, right? Okay, any more on that?
He founded the country, so his name is equated with Edom. The country was also called Seir, or Mount Seir, which was the name of the territory in which the Edomites lived.
All right, no sweat. Go ahead and read that again from the top, Ibaya.
Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan. Adah.
Drop down to verse 8.
Verse 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir.
Okay, that's where Esau is from, Mount Seir. Okay, read on.
Esau is Edom.
Read that again.
Esau is Edom.
Esau is Edom. And in the days that we are in today, right, everybody is going to learn and then start to understand this. Okay, why? Because Esau, Edom, right, Edomites, they have been destroying this earth for a very, very long time. Let's go to Obadiah, the first chapter, right? And destruction and punishments and judgment is going to come upon Edom, Esau, Babylon the Great, and America. You understand me? Edom has done the people so bad, man. From the Native American Indians, from the Hispanics, you understand me? The Trinidadians, Jamaicans, like they have done our people wrong for over 400 plus years. Now today we know Esau as the Caucasian man, right? The white man, but their biblical name in the Bible is Esau and Edom, right? You won't read or you won't see Caucasian in the Bible. Like you won't see African American in the Bible. You won't see Jamaica in the Bible, right? You won't see Trinidadian in the Bible. You won't see Puerto Rican in the Bible because the 18 nations on this earth, man, they have a biblical name. And if you don't know who they are according to the Bible, then you would never understand the people, where they come from in the Bible. Idumea, that's another name for Esau. Right. You understand me? When you read about Idumea in the Bible, that's talking about the oppressor. Right. It's talking about the red man, the hairy man, right? Let's go to Obadiah, and let's start at 1 and verse 1.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
Okay, now we know, of course, from Genesis 36 and 1 and Genesis 36 and 8, right, that Edom is Esau. Esau is the red and the hairy man, okay? Read on.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
Go ahead.
Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Read that again.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
That's where the Most High God is going to deal with the oppressor. You understand me? Why? Because he's so prideful, all right? And you want to be black people so bad. Like everybody want to be black except for black people. You understand? Like they didn't flip the world upside down, right? The pride of thy heart deceived thee. Number one, by them saying that they are the Jews. Okay. by Esau, Edom, the Edomites, by them saying that Christ was a white man. When of course there is no biblical proof. You cannot prove that, right? The Lord said in 1 Thessalonians 5:21, he said, prove all things. God damn, the white man want to be God. If it was up to him, he'll move the sun. He'll move the moon. He'll bring the stars down to the earth and do an experiment on all the stars. God damn, you forget about him going all the way out of space, man, going to the moon, right? The Lord said, the pride of thy heart has deceived thee, Esau, Edom. Okay, read on.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high.
His habitation is high. You understand? That's why you have all those high buildings. That's why you always flying and skyscraping and all that. His habitation is high. Why? Because of his pride. Okay, let's read on.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down?
Listen, the oppressor believe nobody is going to bring them down. Right? They trying to build an outer space, army or whatever the hell they call it, right? Because they know something or someone is coming down on earth to deal with them. And yet, in his heart, in his mind, they're going to try to fight back. Right? The Lord said judgment is going to come upon this place called America. Why? Because the crimes that they have done against God's chosen people. And Esau is so prideful, right? They fighting over that $600 a week, man, for unemployment. When, goddamn, this ain't going to be forever. Right. Pay the people the money. Give them the money, right? You're supposed to be about the people, America, right? You're supposed to take care of the people. Like the Lord said, when the unrighteous are in authority, the people mourn. Right. When the righteous, when we are in authority, listen, if something like that was to happen, we're going to take care of the people. We're going to take care of the people. Esau is so prideful. Even Donald Trump came out and said, this was months ago, right, when they first passed the first stimulus check, right? He said, listen, we paying people to sit home. We paying people to sit home. And now you got Congress and the senators and all that. They saying we can't take taxpayers' money to give to people that ain't working. Well, goddamn, it's a pandemic. You think they give a damn about the people? Hell no. But they will help the rich. If you rich, man, you in those big corporate buildings making millions of dollars, man, they gonna give you some loans. But if you going back to ghettos in North Philly, South Philly, Chicago, D.C., they don't give a damn about you, man. But Christ do. Christ do. The Most High God do. Was why he sent his son to die on that cross, man, so we can stop suffering. Without him, we'll be suffering forever. Why? Because Esau is so prideful and they don't give a damn about the people. That's why the Lord said, the pride of thy heart deceived thee. Let's read on.
Our God. To the ground. Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Now this is how you know, right? This is how you connect Edom to Esau, and Esau to the oppressor, and the oppressor being the white man. What is the symbol of America? It's the eagle. We all know that. The eagle has landed, right? That's how you connect the pieces together. Right, with the characteristics. Genesis, the 25th chapter, from him being read in Henry. Once again, you ain't going to learn this in the Christian church. Why? Because the Christian church is the house of Satan. And they don't give a damn about God's chosen people. They don't give a damn about nobody but themselves, right? The American symbol is the eagle. It's the eagle. And that was prophesied in the Bible. Read that again from the top. Let everybody know where you at.
Oh, God. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 4.
We had the book of Obadiah, right? Chapter 1 and verse 4. Go ahead.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
And how you know he set his nest among the stars? By him going to the moon. Right? When did they go to the moon? Anybody know? You die?
I think it was 1969.
Not think. It was 1969, brother. 1969. They went to the moon 1969, right? 1969. Remember that. Let's finish reading.
Thence will I bring thee down.
So now the Lord said, because he exalted himself above the stars of God, right? Thence will I bring thee down. History would tell you that they went to the moon 1969. Okay. Now, how did the Lord start to bring them down once they went to the moon? ISUPK. Damn right. ISUPK. When did we start? 1969. The rocket thing, how why y'all was shot.
Right.
The Lord said, man, he shouldn't have done that, man. He should have not done that. He should have not went to the moon, go above the stars of God. They out there trying to find the UFOs. Like, they trying to, scope everything out. The precedent went far above his rulership. Like, goddamn, the Lord gave him the power. Gave it to him. Gave him the earth. But he didn't give it to you for you to abuse your power. Him going up there and trying to be God and sit upon the children of God, he went way above. Way above. He was never supposed to do that. Okay, let's read on.
Saith the Lord. Verse 5. If these thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
God.
Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Listen, even a thief, you understand, a thief run up in your house, they're going to take the TV. What else they may take? That PS4, that Xbox, right? The gold, your jewelry, right? Your safe, your gun. If you got anything, that's worth something, they're going to take it. Esau going in your fridge. He taking your cookies. He taking your milk. He taking all your snacks. Esau is taking everything. Even a thief. Thief know, right? You go in a bank and you go rob the bank. Enough is enough, right? Because if you go ahead and try to take everything, what's going to happen? You're going to end up in jail. You're going to get your ass locked up, right? But not Esau. Esau is taking everything. Why? Because nothing is enough for him. Just like today, they don't want to help the people. They really don't want to extend that unemployment. Why? Because they are greedy. They greedy and they selfish, man. And they only give a damn about the rich. And they don't care about the poor people in America. If you're poor, you can just die. Go ahead. Live off of food stamps. They trying to cut that. Listen, whatever they giving the poor, they trying to cut it. SSI, trying to cut it. Food stamps, trying to cut it, right? Your wages, trying to cut it. They take from the poor. They help the rich. The Lord said, thence will I bring thee down. A thief, even a thief going to have enough. Not the oppressor. Let's read on.
If the great gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Even the grape gatherers, man. Hey, they gonna leave some grapes. Read on.
Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
God.
And prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
God.
Verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
Now the Lord said, in that day he is going to destroy the wise men out of Edom. Of course, we know Edom is Esau. Esau is the oppressor, right? So what is the Lord saying here? Judgment is coming to America. The Lord is going to take his people back, right? Just like Moses told Pharaoh. This was thousands of years ago, man. very long time ago. Moses told the people, let my people go. And Pharaoh refused to let his people go. God damn, the oppressor put the COVID-19 on himself, man. Just like how Pharaoh put the death angel on himself, and the locusts and all these plagues that came upon Egypt. Why? Because they don't want to let the Lord's people go. And why wouldn't they want to let us go? We built Egypt, right? We built America. One thing we know how to do, we know how to get up 5 o'clock in the morning and go to work and be on time and work our asses off. We know how to do that. Like the Lord said, the one people shall be stronger than the other people, because we are the salt of this earth, man. And we are better than all other nations on this earth. And they know it. They know it. If they want a great nation and a great society, you need slaves. Not just slaves, right? You need good slaves. You need people that's going to work. You need people that's going to, just put they all into it and work at those hotels and wash those dishes, right? And take care of those old folks down the nursing homes. You need people that are capable to do it, to build a good nation and society. And they know it. I mean, what is NBA without black people? Nothing. Nothing. Nobody want to watch Esau play basketball. I mean, some of them can shoot. Some, 2%?
Right.
2% of them? Who the hell want to watch the NFL without black people? Nobody. Without us, there will be no America. Right. So you got to think about it. When the Lord take us out of it, it ain't going to be no more America anyway. And then Christ's going to come destroy them. Okay? That's another prophecy in the Bible. The Lord is going to send his son to destroy all the Edomites. And some of them are going to try to hide, right? They're going to try to hide underground and under the rocks and all that. They're going to think they slick. Donald Trump, he's the president, so he's going to be somewhere probably out of space trying to hide. And yet, we're going to find them.
Right.
And we're going to bring them home. Oh, yeah, they're going to have a home one day, right? We have a home, right? We call America our home. We're going to bring them home. And they're going to come home, and they're going to work. And if they rebel, then it's going to be rough on them. Really, really rough. Okay? Let's go to Jeremiah right fast. You hold that, Iba. I'm coming right back to Obadiah. Let's go to Jeremiah, the 16th chapter. Okay? Anybody have any questions online? Go ahead, type it in. Okay?
No questions online.
Okay, no sweat. Wow. Going to go to the book of Jeremiah, right? All right, let's start at Jeremiah 16 and verse 12. Whoever have it can read it.
Come. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 12. And ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart.
All right, you understand that the imagination of your evil heart is you listening to your mind, your flesh, okay? Right. Whatever comes to your mind, if you imagine it, you go do it. You imagine having an orgy, you go do it, right? That's evil, okay? Let's read on.
Come. That they may not hearken unto me.
Anything to not listen to the Most High God. You listen to yourself, so you don't got to listen to God. That's evil, and it's unlawful when you go against God. Read on.
Come. Verse 13. Therefore will I cast you out of this land, into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods, day and night.
See, that's why we in America right now. We shouldn't be here. Listen, we should be in Israel. We don't know this land. What is this land? Man, this land has nothing on our land, man. Right there, they down there in the Middle East fighting. Even the Arabs know. That land is blessed. It's blessed. Milk, honey, oil. tons of things, man, that's so precious over that land over there down in Israel, right? The Lord said, therefore I will cast you out of this land, right? That's talking about the land of Israel, right? Into a land that ye know not, which is America. And once we got to America, we started to speak their languages, man. Okay? Neither ye nor your fathers, and there ye shall serve other gods day and night. And that's us serving other gods today, with your Islam and your Christianity and your Egyptologists and all that, right? Where I will show you, where I will not show you favor, right? Go ahead, read on.
Come. Where I will not show you favor. Verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children out of Israel, out of the land of Egypt.
Okay, what does that mean? What is he saying here? Ibad?
The nations are not going to fear Israel no more.
No, on what we just read. Read it one more time, your diet. Let everybody know where you at.
Come. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 14.
Therefore,
behold, the days shall come. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Meaning what? What does that mean? Meaning this, right? One day, we ain't going to talk about Egypt no more, which is the Passover.
Right.
We're going to talk about that's going to be erased, right? Why? Because it passed, and something more amazing is going to happen. So now the Lord's saying, right? Where you at? You at 14?
15, yes.
All right. No, so I'm going to read it again for you, right? So it say, behold, the days come, saith the Most High, Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. We ain't going to talk about the Passover anymore, what the Lord did to us and brought us out of Egypt. Now, that was amazing, right? That was a miracle. That was a full-blown miracle. With Moses, you understand me, and on the power of the Most High God, this day, we ain't going to talk about it anymore. Let's read on.
Verse 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them.
Now, what's the land of the north? North America, right? It say, and all the other lands whither he had driven them. What's the other lands? We were scattered throughout all four corners of the earth.
Right.
Now, and this day, we're going to talk about how the Lord brought us out of America. Even though it seemed like, it was almost impossible. Ain't going to never happen. Going to be here forever. And then before you know it, the Lord bring forth his son. And this day, we're going to talk about that.
Right.
It ain't going to be no more Passover anymore. Now we're going to talk about how the Most High Yahweh, right, bring all the children, all those wicked children that ain't want to obey him, that ain't want to listen to him, that ain't want to hearken unto him. And that day, it will be said that the Most High liveth, who deliver us out of the land of the north and all the other lands that we are in today, okay, throughout the planet Earth. Let's read on.
Come. And I will bring them again into their land.
And then we're going back home, okay? We're going back home. We're going back in our land, Jerusalem, Israel, okay? We're going back. And in this time when we go back, guess what? We ain't going to never leave again. We ain't going to never leave our homeland again. That be it. And we will never go against the Lord how we went against the Lord during the time of Egypt and during the time of America today. Okay? Let's read on.
That I gave unto their fathers. Behold, I will send for many fishers. Saith the Lord.
Now, we in that time right now. Fishers, right? I'm thinking about it like going out to catch fish. Right? You're trying to catch some fish, right?
Right.
Now, it ain't talking about fish here. Here is talking about fishers of men. Right? Going out to fish your brothers and your sisters. Why? To bring them back home. so they can learn about God. They can learn about their heritage, right? They can learn that the real Jews are black, just like Nick Cannon said, just like Deshaun Jackson said, right? They can be able to open up this book and read this book, and you fish them back home. Think about it. Somebody fish you back home. God damn. And that's the whole point of brotherhood, right? Somebody help you, you help somebody. You help somebody else, right? The Lord said, behold, I will send many fishers, saith the Most High. Read on.
And they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters.
So now after we've done fishing, that's why, listen, enjoy this time right now, okay? Because it ain't going to last forever.
Right.
Just like we out there on those corners right now, one day, we ain't going to be out there. It's going to be, it's going to be over. People going to be looking for you. That man, what the hell are those niggas at, man? Where they at? With the all black on. I know they normally be down 15th and JFK and 12th and Market. They going to be running to look for us. And then we ain't going to be there. We ain't going to be around. It's a time and a season for everything. Right now, it's the time to fish. Later, it'll be time to hunt. Let's read on.
And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill.
Now, so who we going to hunt? Esau, the oppressor. Listen, Donald Trump going to be in a mountain somewhere. Remember, they say Esau, his habitation is high, right? They're going to be underground. They're going to be trying to hide in the mountains, right? And they're going to think they're going to get away, right? Because you got the United States Army, and you have all the protection that you need. Lie. The Lord said, we will hunt them. We're going to find them, right? And those that don't die, it's even going to be worse on them. Because if we catch you, what you think going to happen, you're going into slavery.
Right.
I'm not going to kill you. Why kill you? So you can take the easy way out, right? When people feeling so depressed and when they feeling so stressed out, right? They want to commit suicide. Why? Because they think life will never get better, right? They believe that. Well, we're going to hunt them. And the ones I hunt, I ain't going to kill you. I got something worse for you. And that's called being alive and being a slave, right? So the Lord said he's going to send fishers, right? And then after that, he's going to send hunters. Read on.
Out of the holes of the rocks. For my eyes are upon all their ways.
Meaning the Lord see everything. Like he said, his eyes is 10 times brighter than the sun, right? He see what's going on in Babylon. Homosexuality is an alternative lifestyle. Right. A man can marry a man and a woman can marry a woman, right? The Lord said this is a sinful kingdom. It's a sinful kingdom. And what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah is going to happen to Edom and Esau and America. Okay, these prophecies will come to pass. They will happen. Like the Lord said, it shall come to pass. Read on.
They are not hid from my face.
Meaning he see it. They are not hid from his face. He see everything. Read on.
Neither is their iniquity hid from mine. Verse 18. And first I will recompense their iniquity. And their sin double.
And their what?
And their sin double.
All right, what's the precept? He said, and first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double. Right fast, I bought. You go to Revelation 18 and 2. No, I'm sorry. Drop down. Hold on to verse 6. 18 and 6. Let me hear that.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Now, who is the her? Babylon. Right. Okay. America. The Lord said, do what?
Reward her, even as she rewarded you.
Punish her, just like she punished you in the past. Read on.
And double unto her.
And what?
Double unto her.
And what?
Double unto her.
And double unto her, God.
Double according to her work.
See that? Right? The Lord said, and double unto her, and double according to her works, right? Now go ahead and read 18 again from the top, Yediah.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 18. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double.
Meaning they're going to be punished double, right? Like the Lord said, reward them double as they rewarded us, right? Read on.
Oh God. Because they have defiled my land.
They defiled the land of the Most High God. How you know they defiled the land of the Most High God? Because the people that is in that land do not belong there.
Right.
Like, goddamn, what the Jewish community getting mad at Nick Cannon for? When the Bible tell you that the real Jews are black. Okay, that's Jeremiah 14:4. All right? Salakia, Jeremiah 14:2.
Right.
Revelation 2:9 and 3:9 tells you that the Jews that's claiming to be the Jews are not the real Jews, right? So the Lord said they defile his land. They defile his land because they should not be there. We should be there. We are not there because we went against the Most High God, and now the enemy is there. And when they got there, guess what they did? They defiled the land completely. They defiled the shield of David. Like, goddamn. Like, the greatest of all, the seal of Zion. They defiled that. They got pork in that land, shrimp, crabs, and lobster. They defiled that land completely. That land ain't even what it used to be anymore. And that's why when the Lord brings us back in our land, we're going to have to fix it back up. We're going to have to get it in order, right? Once again, that's why the Lord is raising his army right now. Okay, the 144,000, because we're going to have to get things in order again because the oppressor tore everything up. Even the air. Goddamn, you can't even breathe, right? Even the air is polluted. The water, everything the oppressor touches, man, he destroyed.
Right.
Everything. Okay? And that's why the Lord said they're going to be rewarded double. Okay? Because of what they've done. Let's read on.
They have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of the detestable and abominable things.
You understand that. Go ahead.
Verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. Shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods?
God.
Verse 21. Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know, I will cause them to know my hand and my might, and they shall know that my name is Yahweh.
So everybody gonna know his name that day. Let's go back to the book of Obadiah. Everyone is going to know the Most High name that day. Why? Because you don't play with his people. Okay? You do not play with God. When you play with God, right, when you sin, when you decide to live life how you want to live life, you are playing with fire. And when you play with fire, you get burnt. Okay? The oppressor is playing with fire. And he don't believe so, right? Like Donald Trump said, it's the invisible enemy. You don't want to fight somebody you can't see.
Right.
If you fight somebody you can't see, what the hell you think going to happen? They're going to knock you the hell out.
Right.
Goddamn. Unless you're Jacob and you go and wrestle with the angel and you go ahead and put up a fight. You understand me? That's Jacob. Okay? But of course, the oppressor don't understand all the destruction he has caused, you know, by simply just taking everything away from God's chosen people. And you can't give them a penny. Nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. Why? Because Esau and Edom, like the Lord said, is so prideful. You can't tell them anything. They lie, they cheat, and they steal, and they take every single thing, everything. And they leave none for the poor whatsoever. Right. Okay? Go ahead, let everybody know where you at. Ibaya.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 8.
God.
Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
The Lord going to destroy all the wise men out of Edom.
Right.
Okay? Read on.
And understanding. Go ahead. Out of the mount of Esau. Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O T-man.
Who is T-man? The Germans. God, the Lord going to destroy the T-men. They mighty right now. Go ahead.
Shall be dismayed.
They shall be what?
Dismayed.
They shall be dismayed. Yadar, you give me Deuteronomy 23 and 7. Okay? Read on Ibad.
To the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Read that again.
To the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Now the Lord said to the end, right, that every one of the mount of Esau will be cut off by slaughter. You understand that? Ain't none of them going to live, right? They all going to be destroyed, either today or tomorrow, right? The Lord said every one of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. We all know what slaughter is. You kill somebody, okay? Read on.
Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
Read that again.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
And this is why they're going to be destroyed. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. All right, we know Jacob was his brother. How do we know that? From Genesis, the 25th chapter. Okay? Read on.
Shame shall cover thee.
Shame shall cover thee. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
And thou shalt be cut off forever. Okay? Go ahead and read Deuteronomy. What I call for 7 and 23.
23,
Go ahead and read that, please.
Come to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, and verse 7. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite.
Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite. Go ahead.
Come. For he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou was a stranger in his land.
All right, somebody break that down. What does that mean? Because, of course, you know, you have some people that's, hey, you see, the Lord said, thou shalt not abhor no Edomite or Egyptian. Go ahead, Yediah.
If I could, sir, Christians love to pull the scripture and say, well, you go out there and you teach hatred against the white man. You hate the white man. We don't go out there and do harm to the oppressor or wish, hatred on the oppressor. We go out there and bear the oppressor's shame and show it toward the world.
Right.
Showing the truth of who the devil is. That's not abhorring it.
Right, for sure. Now, what do you need to prove that, though? Ibad, you have your hand up?
Abhor means to treat with hate.
Okay, we need the definition. Got to know where to go. You got to know where to pull it. Okay, to get the accurate and the correct definition of abhor. Okay? You have your diet?
Abhor, regard with disgust and hatred.
Okay, no, that's not the definition that you need. That's a good one, but you want to go to a better one that's going to explain it a little better, okay? You have right, Bart? Go ahead.
Abhor, to regard with extreme repugnance. To feel hatred or loathing.
Okay, no, not quite, right? This is what y'all want to do, right? You want to download the Strong's Concordance, right? You want to download the Strong's Concordance. I'm going to read the definition that I have right here, right? Abhor in the Strong's Concordance. It's a make to be abhor, commit or do abominable. Okay, that's abhor, when you do abominable. Now, if you want that definition, you got to download the Strong's Concordance, right? And you go to Deuteronomy 7 and 23, and you click on abhor, right? Make to be abhor, commit, do abominable. So when it says thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, you cannot do something that is abominable, right? You cannot steal from them. That's abominable. You cannot kill them. You cannot harm them. You cannot open the door for Edomite and then close the door behind her. You can't do that. You're gonna be in prison somewhere and somebody's gonna have to bail your ass out. All right. So that's abhor right there. To do abominable. Once again, you want to download the Strong's Concordance. You download that. And you go to Deuteronomy 7 and 23, and you click on abhor, and you'll see this definition that I'm reading. Okay? All right. Now let's move on from that. And this is how you know it's not talking about loving the oppressor anyway. Let's go to the New Testament. Let's go to Romans 9 and 13. Let's go there right fast. The book of Romans 9 and 13.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
Now, this is the New Testament, right? The Lord said, Jacob have I loved. Go ahead.
But Esau have I hated.
But Esau have I hated. So now the Lord loved Jacob, right? Remember, in Genesis, the 25th chapter, right? Jacob came out normal. He came out plain, right? And Esau came out red and hairy. So the Most High God loves the plain man, and the man that came out red and hairy, the Lord said he what? Read that again, Ibad.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
Jacob have I loved. Go ahead.
But Esau have I hated.
So the Lord said, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Okay, once again, Esau is the red and the hairy man in Genesis, the 25th chapter. Okay, so the Lord said, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. God damn, why ain't nobody never read this in the Christian church about love and hate? Jeez, man, that's like telling somebody, that's like telling a woman, you gotta love the man that molested you or raped you. How can a woman love somebody that raped her or molested her? Well, how the hell can we love the oppressor after 400 years of slavery? How the hell can we love him after that? How the hell can the Native American Indians love the oppressor when they stole this land from them? And then to throw it in their faces on you, they gave them Thanksgiving. Like, God damn, the oppressor, man. Listen, he has no conscience. No conscience whatsoever. And was why the Lord said, I love Jacob, right? But Esau, I hate him. Okay, that ain't my words. That's God's words, right? Once again, in Deuteronomy 23 and 7, when they say, thou shalt not abhor a Edomite, you cannot do anything abominable to a Edomite. We don't do anything to Edomites. We go to work, we make our money, we pay our bills, and we go home. That's it. You understand? We don't fight Esau. We protect ourselves, right? We don't do anything abominable to the Edomites, to Esau. Because once again, if you do, you're going to get double murder. Right. You kill a black man. Hey, the Lord said, whosoever do anything unto Cain, it's going to come on you tenfold. Tenfold. And it's exactly how it is today in America. Right. Okay? Let's go ahead and read on.
Okay. Verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid.
God forbid, meaning no, God is not unrighteous because he loved Jacob and he hated Esau. God forbid, meaning no, hell no. Right. Okay, read on.
Verse 15. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
Right, the Lord told Moses that in the book of Deuteronomy. Okay, read the book of Deuteronomy. The Lord said he told unto Moses, Mashah in the Hebrew, I will have mercy on whom the hell I can have mercy on. Who the hell are we to question the Most High God? The man who created the sun, the moon, created you. He gave you that mouth of yours. And you talking about God. Right. Fill me out for a second. He created you. He gave you those hands and your arms and that, right, your eyes and your hair and all that. And yet we say God cannot hate another nation of people. That's like saying to a movie director, it gotta be all good people in the movie. Like, you sound crazy, you sound ridiculous. This is my movie, I can do the hell I want. If I wanted to be a good character and an evil one, I can go ahead and do it. I'm the goddamn director, man. I can go ahead and do whatever the hell I want to. I'm running the show. Right. It's not the Most High God above a goddamn movie director. Right. When he created you, created everybody, created the oceans. Listen, even when I go down to the beach, bro, I say, man, the Most High God is just amazing. Right. You see all that water, it's just everywhere. You look at the sun. Listen, I used to love going out, man, down Fairmount Park, right? Go out there, man. We used to go out there years ago, man. Me, Captain and Kyle, right? Go out there and just look at the stars. Those stars, man, looking beautiful. Well, goddamn, the man who created the stars, can he create the people he loved? Right. And the people that he hate? I mean, didn't he give us light? Right? The Lord said, the Lord ain't like you, right? The Lord say something, he mean it. He said, let there be light. What happened? Light came. The Lord said, let there be darkness. What happened? Darkness came. You say, I'm going to be here at 10 o'clock. Nigga, you here at 11:39 p.m. a.m. You understand me? Right. Most High God say something, he right there on point with it. Well, he said, is I'm unrighteous for loving the people and for hating another people? You don't have the Jewish community trying to help everybody understand that everybody is Jewish. You will never see that. You can't go down to Israel and say, hey, I want to be Jewish. They know how to be what? Selfish. We don't. And that's the problem. Right. The Lord said, God forbid, I can love who I love. And I can hate whoever the hell I want to hate. Right. Most High God. Can't question that. Read on.
Kawakah.
Yeah, Dad, let me get another water, please.
Kawakah.
And I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
See that? Let me get some ice too, if you don't mind.
Yeah, Kawakah.
Go ahead. Read on.
Verse 16.
Uh-huh.
So then, it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth,
Go ahead.
but of God that showeth mercy.
Go ahead. The Most High showeth mercy. Go ahead.
Verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee.
See that? That's why the Lord raised Pharaoh up, and that's why he raised the oppressor up. So people are going to look at, the Most High God when all this is over, right? And they're going to say, wow. They're going to say, the Most High God ain't no joke. Everybody going to look at him and say, oh, wow, Yahweh is real. Oh, yeah. We've been telling you he's real since 1969. Right. The hell you think you went through so much in your life, right? We went through so much, man, in our lives as blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians because we ain't want to believe in God. You can't just believe in God and say you believe in God and don't do what he said. Christ said this, right? He said, if you love me, then you love your brother as thyself. That's what Christ said, right? Christ also said, if you love me, then you will keep the commandments of the Most High God. That's how you show the Most High God that you want to come out of poverty. That's how you show the Most High God that you want to come out of that low state condition that you are in today. He can bring you out, not yourself. He can deliver you from your troubles. Like he said in the book of Psalms, the 91st chapter, man. He'll deliver you from the pestilence. But he's waiting like any father. He want to reward you, but he's waiting for you to get it together. You're like, what the hell are you waiting for? I got you, man. The Lord told Solomon, he said, I would have gave you more. King David, too. He told King David after he committed adultery, he said, I would have gave you more, David. He said, whatever you would have asked for, I would have gave it to you. The Lord would give us anything. But like any father, He ain't going to give it to you for no reason. You got to earn it. You got to work for it. That's life, right? It's life right there. Nothing is going to be given to you, right? Like Jim Hyman said, right? We ain't in the UPK to be saved. We in the UPK to rule the planet Earth, okay? You got to know the difference there. Got to know that. Got to understand that. And that's the reward that is going to come from the Most High God for his obedient sons and daughters, okay? Let's drop that, all right? Let's go to the book of Psalms, 137. No, before we go there, you give me Romans 13:1. All right, let me give you a precept on that. Thou shalt not abhor no Edomite. Now, of course, we know that abhor means, it don't mean to hate, okay? Abhor means to do something abominable to somebody, okay? You cannot do something that is unlawful to any other nation. Not the Arabs, not the Chinese, not the Africans. You cannot do anything abominable to them, okay? And I'm going to show you why. Let's go to Romans 13, and I start at verse 1.
Oh, God. This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. Now, who is the higher powers? Right now. Oppressor. Oppressor is the higher power. How you know that? Job 9:24. The earth was given unto the hand of the wicked. The Lord put the oppressor in charge right now, okay? Right. The Lord said, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. Read on.
For there is no power but of God.
For it is no power but of God. Let's read on.
The powers that be are ordained of God.
Read that again.
The powers that be are ordained of God.
The powers that be are ordained of the Most High God, right? Meaning the Lord gave the oppressor the power. And that's why we should not do anything abominable to them. Because if we do, we go to jail. And this also killed that, you're a 501c3. The Lord said obey the higher powers. You understand me? You can't have a charitable business without being a 501c3. You get my point? You can't do it. Not in America unless you want to get sued and be like, Doc, you're stealing money and all that. You cannot do anything abominable, man. The Lord said, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High God. Now, do that mean, hey, you got to follow the laws of the land? It ain't a law saying that you got to eat pork. Okay? It ain't a law in America that's saying you got to get legally married. It ain't a law in America that's saying sell drugs to pay your bills. You understand me? That ain't talking about sinning against the Most High God. This is talking about following the people that are in authority when it comes to rules, laws, and regulations. Okay? Let's read on.
Oh God. Verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
See that? Don't be closing no door and don't eat a Mike's face. Don't do anything abominable, right? Don't abhor an Edomite. Don't do anything that is abominable. If you do, then you just resist the ordinance of the Most High God, right? That's in the law. Deuteronomy 23:7. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite. You cannot do anything abominable to an Edomite, to Edom, Esau, the red and the hairy man, the man we know today, the oppressor, the so-called white man and woman. Okay? Let's read on.
Oh God. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
There you go. What's that? Judgment. If you do anything abominable to Esau anyway, where you going to be? You want to be in prison. You want to be in the hole. Hey, I was looking up something, man. I was looking up, man. This was yesterday or a couple days ago, right? Hey, I'm looking at these brothers that's in jail locked. The hole ain't no joke. Listen, I pray none of you brothers ever have to experience anything like that. The hole is like being in hell. Like you got this little room, right? They give you a little water, and I think they feed you about 2 or 3 times a day. Like that right there can destroy your mind. You understand me? And you wonder why, brothers come up out of prison crazy about their goddamn mind. Why? Because what the hell they have to go through in there. That is going to happen when you resist the powers, okay, that the Most High God has ordained. Let's read on.
Verse 3.
Uh-huh.
For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good.
Do that which is good. Okay. You understand that? We dropped that, right? So that's a precept you can go to. Of course, you're not doing anything abominable because you got to follow the laws of the land. You can't steal, you can't kill, you can't be a murderer. Those are the laws of the land, and that's how you follow the higher powers, the people that are in authority, by not doing anything wrong, anything unlawful in America, right? That's why we don't drink and drive, right? When we drive, we put on a what? A seatbelt. Why? Because if you don't wear a seatbelt, they can pull you over, and then they can give you a ticket, right? That's why we don't drive on the highway 100 miles. Hey, when I was in the world, listen, I used to love me some speed car. I'm going about 90. This other car, he want to race. I'm like, man, what's going on? Let's go ahead and get on. So I'm zooming around, zooming, going about 90, 100 miles an hour. Listen, brother, a car damn near hopped in front of me, right? And I damn near lost my breath. And I learned that day, oh yeah, that's it. That's it, man. If you're on the highway, don't drive 90 miles. Goddamn, drive the speed limit. Don't be racing, man. Somebody in South Philadelphia was on racing down on Broad Street, man. They died, man. Got into a terrible crash, man. Once again, when you come to truth and when you learn about the Most High God, you learn how to follow rules. If you go somewhere and if they have rules, you got to follow it. I was reading an article yesterday or today, right? They said the cops got into a shootout with a man that ain't want to put on a mask. You understand me? He's so into his own self-will and him doing what he want to do. He's like, man, I'm going to do what I want to do. Hey, I'm going to go anywhere and I'm not going to put on a mask. What do you do? Get into a shootout with cops, man. Right? We don't do that in here. We learn how to be disciplined, right? And being in the truth will make you a better person out there in the world, because you will learn how to follow rules and regulations and not just go into your own mind and do what you want to do. Okay? Right. Any more on that, Ibad? All right, you can drop that, right? Let's go to Psalms 137. Let's start at verse 5, please.
God, the book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse 5. If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning.
Now, this is King David, right? King David is saying, if I forget Jerusalem, my land, my people, then let me forget it. How to, fight, how to hunt, how to protect myself. Read on.
Verse 6. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth.
Hey, if I forget about my people, brotherhood is very important. Okay, it is life. It is the breath of life. Okay, brotherhood is so important, right? And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you forget about your people, then who will remember your people? If you forget about them. The oppressor never forgot about 9/11. How you know you never forgot about 9/11? Because he bombed them, man. Bombed them. You got Steve Harvey talking about we got to forget about slavery. Well, tell the oppressor to forget about the Holocaust. They will never forget about the Holocaust. Matter of fact, if you even come out and say the Jews are black, they're going to throw the Holocaust in your face. They ain't going to forget about that. King David is saying, if I forget about Jerusalem, then cut off my tongue. So I can't eat and I can't talk. Okay? Let's read on.
If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy.
Read that again.
If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy.
See that? You got to prefer your people over anybody else. White people love white people. Right. I don't have a problem with that. Love white people. The Arabs love the Arabs. How you know they love the Arabs? Because they have crown fried chickens. And only Arabs work in there. And if you black, you probably sweeping up the floors or something. Chinese people love the Chinese people. They have a Chinatown. Right. It's a Chinese society. They making millions of dollars, and the dollar is circulating within their people and their society. You gotta prefer your people above anybody else. Read on.
Verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
Read that again.
Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
Now, right? This is King David saying, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom. Aiba, you go back to Genesis 36:1. All right? You're going to read verse 1. Then you're going to drop down to verse 8. Right?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, and verse 1. Now these are the generations of Esau.
Now these are the generations of Esau. Now hold that for 1 second, right? Yediah, read 7 again from the top.
The book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
Now this is King David saying, remember, O Lord, O Yahweh, the children of Edom. Okay, now read what you have again from the top, right, Bob?
Now these are the generations of Esau. Who is Edom?
Who is who?
Edom.
So now when King David is saying, oh, Most High, remember the children of Edom, he is saying, remember Esau. Okay, now drop down to verse 9. I'm sorry, verse 8.
Verse 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom.
Read that again.
Esau is Edom.
Esau is Edom. Now, right fast, go back to Genesis 25 and 25, right? Now, he's saying Esau is Edom. Right here, King David is saying, remember, O the Most High, the children of Edom. You have Genesis 25 and 25. Go read that.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 25. And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Read on.
And they called his name Esau.
And they called his name what?
Esau.
So the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. We all know when we look at the oppressor, they ain't white like a piece of paper. Okay, they are pale, they are red. You can see their blood through their skin, right? That's Esau. Esau came out red and hairy. Edom is Esau, according to Genesis, the 36th chapter, verse 1 and verse 8, right? Now, you go back to Psalms 137 and 7 and read that from the top again, please.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
Remember who?
The children of Edom.
So now this is King David saying remember, meaning don't forget. Right. Don't forget about what? Don't forget about slavery. Don't forget about Breonna Taylor. Don't forget about George Floyd. Don't forget about Trayvon Martin. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom. Edom is Esau. Don't forget. Remember. That's why we wear the shirt. Never forget. Never forget. Because what we had to go through, man, for over 400 plus years, that was suffering, man. We suffered for a very long time. And they took advantage of us, man. They abused their power and their authority. King David is saying, remember, O Lord, the children of Esau. Read on.
And the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it. Raise it.
Now that's Old English for destroy it. Destroy them. Kill them. Raise it. Raise it. Go ahead.
Even to the foundation thereof.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. O daughter of Babylon. Who art to be destroyed.
Who art to be loved.
Who art to be destroyed.
Who art to be saved.
Who art to be destroyed.
God so loved the world.
Who art to be destroyed.
Come on, man. It's right out the book of Psalms 137 and verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Okay, read on.
Come. Happy shall he be.
Mad shall he be.
Happy shall he be.
Angry shall he be.
Happy shall he be.
Go ahead.
That rewarded thee as thou hast served us.
There you go, like the Lord said, man. Pay unto them double. Just like how they destroyed us, give them double. Okay, and read on.
Come, verse 9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone.
Now, who are they little ones? Edom, Esau. Okay? King David is saying, happy shall he be that dashes they little ones against the stones. You understand that?
Right.
I don't see anything about peace and happiness in that.
Right.
Where is that? We got to remember, the Most High God is a man of war. He's saying Galatians, give me Galatians right fast, 6 and 7. Okay? Let's go there right quick. Galatians 6 and 7. Yadai, you give me Ezekiel, the 35th chapter. Hold that for me. Hey, Bob, when you get on Galatians 6 and 7, you go ahead and read that.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
God.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
That's how you know Esau is going to pay for his crimes, man. He sold it, man. You understand? He put us in slavery, right? Like the Lord said, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, man. Whoever a man shall sow, he shall reap. Okay, that oppressor cop had his knee on George Floyd's neck for about 8 minutes and 30-something seconds, right? Which was way too long. They're going to sue that, man. They're going to be punished for what they have done to us. Like the Lord said in the book of Obadiah, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, Esau, Edom, Edomites, Idumea, and thou shalt be cut off forever. One day we're going to have a society of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, and the other nations in their homeland after slavery. And then it's going to be one day, it ain't going to be no more Edomites. That's going to be an amazing day, knowing that they sold, you know, just, they have no mercy. They have no mercy. I mean, for somebody to just hold their knee down on somebody's neck for 8 minutes, right? And hearing the man struggling, saying that he can't breathe, and you just looking like this, going harder and harder and harder. Listen, this people is not a people, man. Like the Lord said, the Lord gave us unto a nation that's not even a nation, man. The oppressor is not a people. He an animal. Only an animal could have their knee on somebody's neck for over 8 minutes and hearing him cry, he can't breathe, and just kill him. Only an animal would do something like that. And that's why the Lord is going to reward them double for all the crimes that they have done to us. Okay? Drop that. Let's go to Ezekiel 35 and let's start at verse 1.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Read that again.
Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Okay, now this is the Lord, right? Speaking through the prophet Ezekiel. The word of the Most High came unto him, right? Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. Who is Mount Seir? Ibad. You go back to Genesis 36 and 8.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir.
Go ahead.
Esau is Edom.
See that? Hey, that's where Esau was originally from, man. That's where they dwell. That's where they were living, right? In Mount Seir. And now the Lord telling Ezekiel, moreover, the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. You know it's talking about Esau from Genesis 36 and 8. They dwell in Mount Seir, okay? Read on. This is a future prophecy, okay? Right. Let's read on.
Verse 3. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
I am with thee.
I am against thee.
God love everybody.
I am against thee.
See that? The Lord saying he is against Mount Seir. He's against Edom. He's against Esau. Okay? He said, I am against thee. Read on.
And I will stretch out my hand against thee. And I will make thee most desolate.
Meaning he's going to make them a waste, man. It's going to come upon a time they are going to be wasted away. That's what his name means, by the way. Wasted away. They are going to be wasted away. Okay? Read on.
Verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste. And thou shalt be desolate.
See that? It ain't going to be no more New York City. And New York, man, they had New York looking beautiful for a long time. Long time. And it still look beautiful down in New York. Downtown Chicago, Center City, man. Listen, these beautiful cities and land that they own and they didn't build up, right? The Lord is saying he's going to make it desolate, meaning he is going to destroy their cities. One day, it ain't going to be no more America. America is going to be like the desert. You understand? It's going to be like a wilderness. Nobody going to be there. It's going to be destroyed. All the people that was living in Mount Seir, America, right? Esau, Edom, Edomites, right? The Most High God is going to destroy every single one of them. Every single one of them, right? Let's read on.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
See that? That's why the Lord is going to deal with Mount Seir, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. That's what they did to George Floyd, man. Right. Killed that innocent brother, man. Killed them for nothing. Killed them for being black in America, man. That's a perpetual hatred right there. That's a hatred that you just hate these people so much, you do whatever the hell you want to do to them. Put your knee down on somebody's neck for 8 minutes, right? Put them in slavery, put yokes upon them and kill them and destroy them and put Planned Parenthood and their communities so they can kill and destroy their babies and their little ones. That's a perpetual hatred, man. And it started since Cain. And after Cain, Esau. And after Esau, today. As you see what's going on to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, because they have a perpetual hatred against the children of Israel, okay? They hate us, but yet they want to be us. You want to be the Jews so bad, right? But you don't want to accept a nigger being Christ, or niggas being the real Jews, like the Bible said in Jeremiah 14:2. They don't want to accept that, right? But they want to be us. You want to be us, but you can't. Cannot be us. You'll never be able to shoot a basketball like us. You'll never be able to run as fast as us. You'll never be able to hit a baseball out the field like us, because you ain't us. That's why you call Jewish, to be like. Yeah, you can try to be like us all the time, but you will never be us. Okay, you don't know how it is to be poor and black and a single parent raising kids alone. White people will never have to go through that. Okay, the Lord said they had a perpetual hatred against the children of Israel by the force of the sword. Go ahead.
By the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
When they were struggling, man, they needed help. Go ahead.
In the time that their iniquity had an end. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood.
Read that again.
I will prepare thee unto blood.
The Lord want to love them.
I will prepare thee unto blood.
The Lord saying, I will prepare thee unto blood. We all understand that. We all know when you see somebody blood, maybe somebody stabbed you, that crazy woman of yours. Maybe you got shot. Maybe you got murdered, man. The Lord said, I will prepare thee unto blood. Read on.
And blood shall pursue thee.
All right, Bob, right fast. You give me Deuteronomy, the 25th chapter. The Lord said, and blood shall pursue thee. Go ahead.
Since thou hast not hated blood.
Since you love to kill, you don't hate to kill, you love to kill, right? Read on.
Even blood shall pursue thee.
You understand that? Who is this talking about? Mount Seir. Who is Mount Seir? Esau, Edom, Idomia, the oppressor. Okay? These are the future prophecies that will come to pass in the last days of time. Okay? We're going to go to Deuteronomy, the 25th chapter. And let's start at 15.
Right. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, and verse 15.
Go ahead.
But thou shalt have a perfect and just weight. A perfect and just measure.
Go ahead.
Shalt thou have. That thy days may be lengthened in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. For all that do such things, and all that do unrighteously, are an abomination.
Now, what's another word for abomination? Abominable. Right? Thou shalt not abhor a Edomite. Abominable, abomination. You cannot do anything that is abominable. Okay? He said, for all that do such things and all that do unrighteously, if you smoke weed, if you smoke cigarettes, okay, if you out there celebrating your birthdays, are an abomination unto the Most High God. The Lord hated.
Right.
He hated. That's why we went into Egypt. That's why we came to America on cargo slave ships. Why? Because we did abomination before the Most High God. We sinned against him. Okay? Let's read on.
Come. Unto the Lord thy God.
Come on.
Verse 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way.
Okay, who is Amalek? Yediah. Let's go to Genesis 36 and 12. Okay, now I'm going to show you who Amalek is according to the Bible. Okay?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36 and verse 12. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son.
All right, so this is Esau's son here, right? His son. Read on.
And she bare to Eliphaz Amalek.
So who is Esau? Read that again. Yediah, please.
And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son. And she bare to Eliphaz Amalek.
Okay, so who is Amalek? Esau's son. Okay, Amalek is Esau. Okay, Amalek today, to be more specific, is the so-called Jewish community. Okay, so-called Jewish people that's down there in Israel right now. They descend from Esau. They all still the same people. Okay, now go back to Deuteronomy. Let everybody know where you at.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25 and verse 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way.
Remember what Amalek did, right? We know who Amalek is, right? Amalek was the son of Esau. You are who your father is.
Right.
Okay? Read on.
When ye were come forth out of Egypt.
When we came out of Egypt, go ahead.
Verse 18. How he met thee by the way, and smote the hindmost of thee. Even all that were feeble behind thee.
Now, coming out of Egypt, right? What kind of condition we were in? We were weak. You understand me? We had no strength, man. We just left Egypt. And Amalek saw that it was the perfect timing to deal with them. Hey, if that ain't a snake, then I don't know who a snake is. Wait for when you weak as hell, and then go ahead and try to destroy you when you're about to be fainted, man. Read on.
Come. When thou was faint.
See that? We were weak. We were faint, man. About to pass out. Just left Egypt, man. Faint. Read on.
And he feared not God.
See that? Esau didn't give a damn about God. How you know he didn't give a damn about God? When you messes with God's chosen people, you don't fear God. But what Esau will and better understand is soon, when you play with God's chosen people, you are playing with fire. And he ain't feared the Most High God that day because he decided to mess with his holy children when they were weak and feeble and weary and about to faint. Read on.
Verse 19. Therefore, it shall be when the Lord thy God have given thee rest from all thine enemies round about.
Come on.
And the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it.
That's our land down Israel. Jerusalem, once again, is the mother of us all. Go ahead.
That thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek.
You understand that? They're going to just be, no people. Right? And you can precept that up with Obadiah. Right? For thou will cut off the remaining of all the Edomites. That's Esau's biblical name, right? That's the oppressive biblical name in the Bible. Esau, Edom, Idumeah, right? The Dukes, Amalek, right? You can find all that out in Genesis, right? When it's breaking down the bloodline. And the Lord want us to understand this in the last days of time. Why? Because these prophecies that were written in this Bible about Esau, about Amalek, they are going to come to pass. And the Lord is going to deliver his people. Okay? And with that being said, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Yediah.
Let's get Captain Ahmad Shard up strong hand. That being said, we're united should be carried this out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the command of General Yohana. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to check themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. And after the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission to court each other. After that period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe is the commandment. You can read about that in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. But Aishra, which means 10th in Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department. Priest funds, free will offer for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you like to give. Up and coming holy convocations, as you know, the Passover is still postponed. Keep up with Commander General Yohana on Blackwatch and the weekly videos that he drops. Also, we have the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets, the first day of the 7th month, Thursday, September 17, 2020. You can read about that in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verses 24 through 25. Remind all occupants not to go out to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, headband, and scarf, and with that, I mind you.
Pray fast, so we're going to send it to the Lord's Prayer.
Cuddle come. Lapomac will done as we turn to face the east. Going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. This is the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Bashamaya. Wadash. Hayat. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakwavka. Laba'at. Ratazayaka. Hayat. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawo. Hayat. Bashamaya. Nathunano. Ka. Yawah. Wasalakano. Kabawak. Kasalak. Kabawak now. Wala'at. Taba'aya now. Bonasaya wum. Abo. Awashaya now. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalaka. Wala'at. Watapara. La'alayim. Amma.
All right. English. Our Father,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
Thy
kingdom come.
Thy
will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Sorry. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amad Shabbat, Admaj, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua Barak Atham, Yashmatah, Sar, turning for sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amad Shabbat, Admaj, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Al-Atham Ba'Hashem Yahushua, Yashmatah, classes.
Good guy, you going down ATL?
Lots.
Oh, okay, come on.